Alright, how everyone doing? My name is Anthony Mitchell. I'm the founder of the Chester Jets. We're an organization based out of Chester, Virginia, football organization that's crossing over to basketball this off season, and we will be back active in spring for football. So we starting this podcast when we want to start hitting out with episodes featuring players, coaches, outsiders who have input on the organization. We tell you how some of the great things they experienced with their time here with the Chester Jets. We're going to try to offer y'all, hit y'all with everything. So my first guest today is no other than
Anthony Mitchell, quarterback, D, and linebacker of the Chester Jets.
Okay, then. So we got QB1. He was the MVP of the 10U team. So we're going to try to get all our award winners here on the next episodes and let them speak about this great season they had. Speaking of the season, we had a great season, regular season. Unfortunately, we lost the championship game, which sucks. But, it just teaches us what we need to work on in the off season, what we need to recruit, and what we need to bring in. Our biggest reward is just seeing these kids win at life. So we trying to do a lot of stuff off the field, whether it's mentoring, team building stuff off the field, just to teach brotherhood, entrepreneurship, because a few of our coaches, including myself, we are business owners. So we try to teach them early the importance of entrepreneurship, education. We reward kids for good grades and stuff like that, academically. Every one of them teams, organizations that we don't put up with it. If you don't have good grades, your parents tell us. We give you fair warning. If they don't come up, you just won't play. We don't care how good you are, because we can't keep sending messages to these kids that as long as you play football, you're going to be all right. Like, that's why you see a lot of kids play. And then once school over, it's like, what happened to them? Why they didn't go to college, or why they couldn't make it to this school? Because nobody taught them the importance early in the game of, grades. Grades is everything. One of the biggest things I always thought in my mind was you just play. I knew you had to get the grade. I knew you had to have the SAT, but I didn't know how important it was. I just thought the most important thing was stacks. Stacks will replace my grades, and it don't work like that. Your stacks don't replace your grades. Honestly, your grades replace your stacks. Because you can have all the numbers in the world on the field, but if your grades is horrible, that don't mean nothing to the scout. Then you can have mediocre numbers, but if your grades is excellent, if I'm a scout, the first thing they're going to say is like, hey, at least I know he can get it done in the classroom. You give me somebody who get it done in the classroom, I got 4 years to coach him. I know by his second, third year, he going to be what I need him to be, than opposed to guessing on the kid who can't even get the entry score. So that's why grades are important, kids. That's one of the biggest things I was trying to teach y'all. Pay attention to your schoolwork. Academics is everything. Don't let nobody fool you and tell you that all you need to do is be a great athlete. Don't let nobody fool you and pump you up, beat your chest because you're doing this down on the field. All that means nothing to a recruiter or a scout if your grades is horrible, okay? So I'm going to say that. That's why we focus on that hard. Behavior-wise, okay? Your rep travel with you. Y'all may not believe it. You may be like, well, that was in middle school, that was in high school. Trust me, they watch all that. They look at all that. When scouts come, they pay attention to all that. They want to see how often you've been suspended. They want to see how often you've been in trouble. Because they know if you coming with baggage and if you're not a premier player, definitely with the transfer portal, you are not going to be worth talking to. You're not even going to get a chance to sit down with none of these recruiters. All right, so behavior is everything. Do not think it's cool to act out. It is not cool. Be a leader. Be a leader on the field and off the field. That is what's going to get you to that next level. So we big on pushing that issue over here. So we're a community-based organization. So what I mean by community-based, we try to do a lot of things within the community with our players as far as giving back. We very friendly when it comes to registration because of the community. So we try not to do too much when it comes to the registration. We do a lot of things that's active for the community to help grow, not just the kids, but some of the parents who also may need help and assistance and stuff like that. So we do a lot of things in our organization to give back in that way because we're a big fan. If you believe in us and you trust us with your kids, who are we to ignore the other things that comes with that, okay? So we try hard to help out in them areas as well. And why we're an organization that you should feel good sending your kids to? Because, one, we study the game. I mean, a lot of people may study the game, but we study and we play that at a high level. Every kid is a starter in our eyes. Even if you're not a starter, he's still a starter, because if something happened to the starter, you know what? You got to come in and play like a starter. So we're going to coach you like a starter. Everybody is valuable to the team. Everybody means something to the team. You know, things in that area. Now, if you come in and you don't give us your best foot forward, then, you know, of course, we can't just throw you out there and do stuff like that. We also, one of them organizations, we're not going to just do that. Like, you got to participate in practice to play. You have to, period. And if we feel you ready, you will play. But if we're not one of them organizations just because you feel you the man, you could do X, Y, Z, you don't got to come, you just going to play. No, we do not tolerate that. No one is bigger than the program. It's not fair to other kids who was here every day. Like I said, give me 2 to 3 days with a kid, I'll make him as good as the kid who don't want to come. I promise you that. I will make him as good as the kid who don't want to come. Because the kid who ain't coming, there's no way you're going to tell me he exceeded and enhancing his abilities more than the kid who is coming. Because if he is, then that's a problem as a coach. Then he definitely don't need to be playing for me, your son, the one who's here at practice. So we make sure we enhance everyone's ability, because we do not tolerate you not coming to practice, you thinking you bigger than the program. We do not tolerate none of that. Everyone is on one accord here. Everyone is important here, and everyone will get an opportunity as long as you excel to that level by participating in practice. So, Boogie, what you got to say about this season? I don't want to do so much of the talking. Tell them about your experience this year, what you learned, what was good, and what was bad.
I had a lot of throwing touchdowns. I had a lot of running touchdowns. When I throw a pick, chase the person down.
Did you understand the concept of reading the defense better this year than last year? What helped you understand the concept of reading that we taught you in practice that helped you read the defense better this year than last year?
Oh, to always look at the safety.
And what else?
And DB.
So is that called pre-snap read?
Yes.
So do you feel you picked up on a pre-snap read this year better? Look.
Touchdown.
Some of the important things that you feel made your play action better this year than last year.
You gotta throw the ball quicker.
Huh?
Throw the ball quicker.
As a coach, this is what I feel he got better in. I feel like he got better in his pass reads, because we did a lot of drills on helping him read and understand the concept of coverage and pre-snap read. Before you even snap the ball, like look at the coverage and see what sides of the field they favoring more than the other. That will be to your advantage if you throw opposite of that. He did a great job at understanding that and picking that up. I feel he did a great job with the play action and understanding that you have to sell the run. You have to sell it. Even when you really handing the ball off, don't change your mechanics. So the same thing you do in play action, you got to do it when you hand the ball off for real. So that way you will have the advantage, because defense won't know when you actually running and when you play action, because you repeated the same thing. We feel he picked up well on that. Throws, we feel he came a long way with his throws. We actually working with a quarterback coach now. Shout out to 1% Brock. To work on his mechanics. We feel like he can use a lot of help in that area. Even though he may did a lot of great things, people don't understand how important the mechanics is. So we building on that this off season, working on his mechanics, so he can come back. Because he's getting to that age where 11U, 12U, then before you know it, you're in middle school. The mechanics gonna count. Like, it don't matter what you do on the field and stuff like that. But coach got y'all going through simple drills and you just looking like you don't know what you're doing, you lost, you're not even going to get a chance to prove to that coach that you can ball in the game, because they ain't going to have no faith in you. So we want to start working on that now. Then just mechanics help you in the game, period. Like, certain throws you struggle with, and your mechanics going to help you nail them throws. So we working on that. We're doing a lot of things in that area. Weight training. We're doing a lot of weight training. I'm about to start us some speed training. So we're doing a lot of things to help excel, so he can help carry us to that next level. Let me touch on some things on the organization. We got a great recruiting class supposed to be coming in, but we all know ain't nothing official until it's official. But word of mouth right now, we got a great recruiting class that I feel like if we get these pieces in, we're gonna be a scary team. Tough to beat. Hands down, gonna be one. We're already. I feel, my personal opinion, we're already one of the top teams. But hands down, I think it will put us on that tier that I believe we deserve to be on. Not as far as what other people say, just in my own opinion. Do talent base wise, I feel like that's going to show itself this spring. It's definitely a wrap. But shout out to all the parents and all the kids who are already on the Jets. That's what we focus on most. That's what we focus on. Well, we got some great kids over here. Like I said, we got the type of talent we win. We win. We hard to beat, and we're going to continue to grow. And one of our biggest things I always tell parents and kids, like, hey, we more than just football. We family. So when you age out of here, you dealing with resources that's going to carry and follow you outside of Jets football. When you got a trainer for life, you got a mentor for life, you got people that's going to support you for life. It ain't no when you done, that's just it. The season over, that's just it. You age out, we don't know you no more. Only if we say, oh, he played for us because you doing something somewhere else. Nah, like we here, we family for life. We gonna support you. We gonna do everything we got to do to help mold you and take you to that next level. Because, like I said, once a Jet, always a Jet. As long as you stay true to the organization, there's things in that nature. So, what do you look forward to coming up?
We won the national championship.
National championship. This is episode 1. We're going to hit y'all. We're going to drop y'all with episodes every week, sometimes 2 a week. And if y'all got any questions, just leave it in the comments or leave it in the inbox that y'all would like for us to answer on the next episode of the podcast. I will read them. I will answer them. And we will go from there, all right? All right, Jet Nation. Until next time. Check out the podcast. You can catch it on Instagram. You can catch it on the Facebook. Or that's going to be the link to this on the page. Or you can catch it on YouTube. So if you missed it, you can catch it on either one. And just respond. Let us know. And if you go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm Coach Mitch. I'm out. Episode 1 of Jet Nation. And what you got to say?
Take flight.
Take flight, okay? That's it. We out.